Hey guys, Tales of Tram here. Today we're doing another episode of the Ceilia Isle because this week we didn't have our Thursday game, and I changed my other game, which is Gnome Homes, to Saturdays rather than Thursdays. So I can do that one every week now. Woo! Anyways, I'm here today with Gesh and Zeus, and hopefully the rest of the party.
Hi. Hi.
The rest of the party hasn't shown yet. Anyways, so that's who we're here with today. Um, yeah, sorry, give me a second. Oh my gosh, my nose is clogged to heck right now. Oh,
Alright,
heckers.
right, you can't swear.
Yeah, oh, heckers. Anyways,
Rudely
um,
toot toot.
so, yeah, so last session, the party had delved into the mines finally. And after delving into the mines, they had caused a small cave in. Continued down, explored the mines a little bit. We went over just a brief exploration of the mines, not much to it. Um, Eventually coming across on the pathway the Skull and Crossbones offshoot, which, as they looked down, seemed to be a magma tunnel, or a tunnel that was connected to a magma chamber. Uh, and there was a mantis in it, eating a dead body. The party killed the mantis, and then when they went to go investigate the dead body, I had forgotten to mention because I thought I had, but I didn't. I did in my mind. My bad. There was a small earthquake that happened as Gesh's character was trying to pull the body out, and
Not makes sense.
yeah, my bad. I forgot to mention the small quiver that happened or tremble, and I was like, after the session, I was like, did I mention that or no? Oh crap, I didn't mention that. No wonder they're so confused. My bad. So the tremble happened, Gesh was already in there, and he tapped the sides and realized, oh shoot, this thing might be falling soon. And then cast Hold Earth or whatever it was.
Yeah, move Earth.
Move Earth to try and stop the floor from collapsing under him. Suffice to say, that didn't last for too long. And after a brief Surfing USA moment, they fell into lava. The party managed to leave after their wounds by barely surviving, including Gash, mind you. And after barely surviving, the party left, had their wounds treated above, and I gave the party a week to discuss what their 2 weeks of downtime were. We have two members that will be playing new characters at the moment because their characters are out of commission, which are Arya and Rail are out of commission for a month in a game. So 2 weeks after we got back. Which is Gesh and Ruby, if you didn't know. Anyways, Ruby's not here, but yeah, that's what happened last session. We just had Maris go into a trance when he had to get going. But yeah, that's the brief overview. So let me go ahead and get my music bot set up. Oh, look at Marius joined us. How you doing, Marius?
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it.
I mean, you're
I'm right
25
here.
minutes late.
Apparently, someone thinks I'm an AI. I've been told I sound like an AI. Do I sound like an AI?
When you're texting, it does, yes.
Yeah, no, you know what I want to do with my downtime. Ruby's not here, which is a pain in the ass.
Well,
Because he
I'm
was
getting my
supposed to.
music set up, so give me a second. Give me a second. Let me pause this before we continue. And then we'll get this as the third song. Copy. You guys know which songs I always play here.
The usual.
Yep. Slash resume.
Now, Gesh, I will personally hunt the best porcine figures I can find. Render the fat. Mix it with aloe. Add a touch of turmeric. A little bit
Remember,
of
I am
sage
recording
and
right
garlic.
now. So, let me continue with my setting, please. So,
Okay, sorry.
as we once again push through the clouded veil above the sky with the iridescent strikes of lightning, the closer we get to this strange solstice of another world that seems to be connected to this one, we push through the clouded veil, down towards the island surrounded by the mist, the fog, the island of Ceilia, a small continent. We see the large plateaus upon the mountainscape. We see the verdant fields of... I don't know why I'm echoing in someone's mic right now. I'm echoing Gesh's.
We can't hear it.
I can.
Weird.
The verdant fields of chest-high grass. Yeah, I'm gonna mute you Gesh right now. Anyways, and the many different biomes and forests that exist upon this island. 2 weeks have passed since the last session. Our party, routed, fallen back from the mines, has rested for about 2 weeks now, recuperating and attempting to busy themselves within the 2 weeks. We watch as Marius' character goes out for quite a bit of time every day and hunts and fishes. He also makes potions. There's a few more things we'll ask him what he's doing, but for now that's what his character has been doing for most of the 2 weeks. Zeus.
Yes.
What's one major and minor thing your character's been doing for the 2 weeks? Major as in you do it every day and it takes a bit of time every day to do. Minor could be just like a one-off thing or like doesn't take more than 5 minutes every day.
Okay. So, majorly, I would be practicing with my bow and arrow, hunting, like getting a target, setting that up, shooting that.
Okay.
Minorly, I have my character. He's really into carving, so I would have like end of each day like winding down, think like small wooden sculptures kind of thing.
All right, I'd like you to make me just a general attack roll for your major, and I'll give you advantage because you're doing it day after day after day.
Plus what?
Attack roll with a bow.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's decent. Okay. Hiya! 24.
24. All right. So over the course of the 2 weeks, you do manage to. I will say this: you can either gain a +1 attack to any attack roll and damage roll made with your bow, or you could take the crossbow expert feat, good choice.
Ooh. I'll take the +1.
Okay. I don't know why I said crossbow expert because that only in my games only works for crossbows, mind you. Fuck you guys using firearms with crossbow expert.
What? That's
Or
my plan
magic-
for a character.
Or fucking firebolt with crossbow expert.
Shit!
That's ridiculous.
Mom, my plan's
Bro,
ruined for next
I'm
year.
like, okay, go ahead and roll, and they're like, crossbow expert. I'm like, you're using a firebolt! Anyways, it's just ridiculous how people try to break the game. Anyways, so, as you feel you've honed in a little bit on your skills with the bow, you were also trying to carve things. What are you trying to carve specifically?
I've got it. Okay. I'd be trying to carve. My character is slightly self-absorbed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So with a small mirror and looking into the mirror, he's trying to carve small statues of himself.
Out of stone or wood?
Wood. See, he's good with carving tools, not stoneworking tools.
I'd like you to make me a persuasion check.
Gotcha.
Out of character. Remember, this isn't your forest.
Right. Persuasion. +1. Hey, not 20.
You needed a 21, you sack of shit.
I only could have won by that 20. That's great.
Mm-hmm. So, you managed to, over the course of your training, convince, in the first week, the forest or whatever spirits lie here to allow you to cut down 1 or 2 trees and eventually start to carve small statues. Make me a general sleight of hand check. Well, that's only if you have wood carver's tools.
I do.
Okay.
Plus sleight of hand. Oh, +4. Fuck yeah, go. 12.
They're pretty shitty.
Nah, I'm not great. I'm not a
They
great
just
carver.
look like a general elf. You don't even have like the eye, not much detail. You just have the small, elongated, like petite nose. You have the floppy ears off to the side. A tall, slender figure. You don't even have the eyes fully carved out. You have very noble features on this creature. You're not good with details at the moment, but you do make it look like an elf. Mind you, it's a few small handheld ones and a 3-foot tall one.
Nice. I'll write those down just in case they could be useful
The
later.
3-foot tall one's gonna be hard to carry, mind you.
I'll leave that here as like a present.
Make me just a general charisma check.
Okay. One d20 and only so charisma is only +1, so that is a 13.
13. You leave it there, and after a few days come back to collect some more of the wood that you forgot to use. And as you come back, you do see vines and foliage have grown out of the statue itself. Out of the top, it's created this almost afro of tree leaves and branches. It's created this, where you had originally made a shitty kind of cloak out of the wood on it. It now has this vibrant cloak of blue and reds, and it holds in its hand, almost seemingly having grown from the hand, a large wooden staff, and the statue has grown about 2 feet. And it has a bit less detail to it, and it seems more rustic and aged than it should be.
Nice. Such a great carver. I did all that.
Lightning strikes next to you, even though it's not a stormy day.
I did half of that.
Roll me a deception check.
I suck at charisma so bad. 4. Sorry, 5.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Great. I'm good at those. Those I like doing. Plus dexterity, which is just 4. 12.
Lightning strikes on the other side of you, and you're like,
I did none of that. And I walk away briskly.
Okay. So, as you walk away briskly, yeah, never mind. You walk away briskly. I'll say that's all within the first week, we'll say. You continue to train your bow in the extra 2 weeks, in the extra week, sorry. But that's how you got the +1, is by both weeks. The carving was in the first week.
Okay.
So,
The carving is like a side project. I had to entertain myself.
I will ask, Gesh now. Sorry, you're muted for me because I was echoing off of you. Gesh,
Yeah.
what is one major and one minor thing your character would be doing in the first week or 2? So major, like it takes a few hours every day, or it's like the major block of what your character's focusing on for the week?
My backup?
Yeah. Oh wait, you have a backup character. Yeah, sure. What's he doing?
Well, he would probably tend to the wounded people in the camp, no matter who. It would be like the major thing, and the minor thing is he would just do a little stone statue.
Okay. So the rest of the group was moving between the village of Shardward, if you could even call it that now, and the camp itself ever so often, so that's fine. What kind of stone statue you want to make?
Good question. I would say about the goddess.
Okay, and are you using magic to make it, or are you carving it?
I'm carving it with what was that name again? Give me a second. Mason's tools.
Okay, so how big do you want it, is the question. Are you trying to make one of those fortification boulders into it, or are you trying to make a small boulder into it?
A small one, like
Alright.
the size that, like in the size that I can carry it around.
Oh, okay, so a very small rock. Okay, so go ahead and make me just a general. This one's gonna be more of an athletics check here.
Okay, can I use my Mason's tool proficiency with
That's
it?
That's the reason you get athletics.
Okay,
And
so no proficiency.
I will give you your proficiency, but because you are using Mason's tools, right?
Yes.
Okay, then athletics it is.
Okay. 18.
18. Alright, you make a general carved statue of a woman surrounded by fire, but you have no paints really to make it any other color. So you make a beautiful, pristine woman, thin, lean in nature, holding her hand out with a flame seemingly coating out in a spiral with a tree growing from within. And she seems to be surrounded by natural, just carved leaves and branches. It's actually very detailed, except for the woman herself.
Yeah, the coloring will come later.
Yes. Honestly, looking at this, you could probably, if you were from somewhere else, like another world or something, you could probably sell this statue for a good price.
My character probably would keep this one specifically for himself.
Okay. Now, as the second week comes along, Zeus, Marius,
Yes.
and I would say Gesh, your character would probably introduce themselves to the party after being told that they may need medical attention on their journey for a little bit into the mines later this week. As the first week comes to pass, in the village of Shardward, overgrown by trees and forest, shattered houses, long left abandoned, but starting to be rebuilt, though the stone is seemingly hard to come by. You make your way to I think it was the Twisting Vine? Let me check NPCs. I can't remember the fucking places I make. You guys know that.
Right.
Okay, it is the Warded Vine. Entering into this Warded Vine, this small bar with only an entrance of felt and silk that lays above the entrance, which you have to roll up to the side. You push through into this small dive bar-like expanse. There is a main bar and then a few tables, but they're long tables with chairs that are grown out of natural wood that seem to gnarl and twist and turn. As you eventually come to sit there, Marius is the first one to appear. Marius, on this cold, damp night, as you sit in the bar awaiting whatever compatriots are supposed to join you on whatever journeys you guys are supposed to go on, you watch as the elf fighter, I can't remember your character's name, Zeus.
Oh, Velos.
Velcro probably, steps into the bar looking around. Marius' character doesn't fucking know your name.
I mean, Marius is Jarian. Jarian is who he is. He's there. He's drinking mulled wine because it's a cold night, and I'll minus that for my gold. That's fine.
Mind you, there's not
And
a
you
lot of
look at this
expensive
elf.
alcohol here, remember, just so you're aware. So if it's something to keep you warm, they
Uh,
have rum.
Hey,
I'll take rum.
Okay.
Is there pineapple juice? Rum, pineapple juice,
It's not a coast. It is a
and
somewhat
maybe
coastal
some
village.
coconut milk.
It's not really a tropical place. This village specifically. So they wouldn't have
Okay.
coconut or pineapple. They do have berries. They have not strawberries because those are fucking shit. They have kiwis here.
Damn.
Fuck the kiwis, I'll take the rubbish trade.
Okay.
I'll look over at the fighter because obviously Jarian will size up anything that looks like it could be dangerous to him. But he will raise an eyebrow and simply go back to his drink
Velos,
and see what happens.
you know that rock meme where he like raises an eyebrow and goes stone noise.
Yeah,
basically?
yeah, it fucking explodes.
You look towards Marius and that's what you see.
Hmm.
You see Marius looking at you like that.
I'm gonna quickly. I'm gonna walk over and sit down in a chair right next to him, and look at him. Hi. The name's Velos.
Fellows, you say?
Yes.
Hmm.
My mother picked it out.
Do you drink?
In most cases.
Well then, let's get a couple of shots.
Why don't we? These names.
Arian is not exactly someone who will shy away from a drinking companion. So.
Alright, so you order a few shots of rum. Mind you, the rum and putting the, let's just say the shots in, we'll determine the shots later, but the bottle of rum that you're drinking at the moment, Marius, is going to cost you about 2 silver. Just so you're aware. But so,
Yeah, that's not a problem.
as you guys begin to take in some shots, how many shots are you guys taking?
I take
Exactly.
half as much as him for every 2 he drinks.
Like, wait!
If I could, I'd.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
How
I'm
many
not
are
gonna
you
let that
drinking?
happen. You gotta match me, man.
You're not gonna let.
Are we gonna
You're
have
just.
okay, let's have a drinking contest here. So, I would like, for the first 5 shots you guys have, for you both to make me Constitution saving throws. And if you would like to make some role play in between that, feel free. This is over a course of time, mind you.
Oh god, I suck ass at Constitution.
So do I roll 5 Constitution saving throws,
one,
or
just
just
one.
one?
I said over the course of 5, roll me a con save.
Gotcha. All right, here's my con save. An
And
8.
because I have expertise in survival, can I use that?
No,
Could I,
it's a con save.
expertise in being a drunk dad.
Now, if you were a drunken fist monk, I would allow you to use it with. I would allow you to use advantage, but you're not.
All right, let me look up my survival, my Constitution here. I think it's pretty high.
Because alcohol, though it is
Yeah.
naturally fermented and naturally processed, it is not a naturally created. Well, it can be naturally created, but it is not a natural thing. It is used as natural materials, but humans create it specifically, or humanoids. So
5 roll. All right.
I had someone argue with another player, being like, alcohol is natural, so my druid could be a brewmaster. They're like, no, you can't, and I'm like, bro.
All right, you gotta roll higher than an 8 here. Let's see.
Why'd you roll it 5 times?
Why you
I literally
fucking roll
said
it 5
once.
times?
I said roll it once.
Doctor dumbass.
All right, take the first one.
Okay.
I don't know what I rolled on the first one. Oh shit! I rolled really high on the first one.
I don't know why you would roll 5, but yeah. Anyway, so as you guys are drinking, if there's any roleplay you would like to make.
Am I drunk at this point?
No, this is over the course of you drinking them, as I
Okay,
said.
over course. Okay. So come here often? So I'm like very slowly sipping on a shot.
You sip the first sip of your first shot, and Marius, you watch as his entire face goes flush. He's immediately drunk from a single sip. Like as soon as it touched his lips.
Okay. Being Jarian, well dressed in silks and satins and brocades, is gonna sit back slightly because he's concerned this individual may upchuck his lunch or dinner. But we'll listen carefully because he's not an idiot and he wants to figure out what's going on this island.
I asked you a question.
Ask me a question.
I'll
Go
say
for it.
Zeus's character is not fully drunk, but he's getting there within like sipping the first one. But go ahead.
Do you like archery? I love archery. First, that's why I brought it up.
I find it useful,
Mm.
although a sword is a more direct approach. Can't kill a dragon with a sword if it's flying around, though. I find that annoying.
See, I want to take out the middleman when I'm in combat. So just there's air in the middle now, but I like gesture like a pulling a drawstring like see, it's over there.
At this point, that a dwarf walks into the bar.
Oh God! When in
I
doubt,
get-
have a dwarf walk into the bar.
I give him a really dirty look.
Yes.
The dwarf.
You watch this drunk elf give you a really dirty look.
I just look at him like. I'm giving him a dirty look back. I'm like, what the fuck? Like a mix between fuck you and what?
I spit. I'm assuming I'm turned around here. I like turn all the way back, like get right in Mars's face and
You
go.
fall out of your chair.
It was a complete waste to learn their language. It's like gargling rocks.
Oh my fucking god.
Poof. Dwarves, you know what I'm talking
He'll
about.
just slip on his tongue.
What brings you here? So I like crawl back in my chair.
I was looking for a group of adventurers I should join because needing they're needing a bit of healing. With my luck, I think it's probably that you are part of the group.
It's your lucky day. You found the #1 member.
You
I
mean
put a really dumb
unlucky?
smile on my face.
You mean unlucky day?
Oh no, very lucky. I'm the nicest.
He just looks at you like you can't fool this man that easily. He knows you're annoying as fuck.
Roll me deception versus insight.
Oh god.
I have a +1. Stop making me roll these.
So as you guys like cock your eyebrows and just like stare at each other.
14. Oh.
Dwarf, if this is the nicest that group has, you're gonna fucking hate it.
I'm gonna turn to the one next to the annoying elf and say, please don't let him be the nicest member of your party. Because if he is, it might be that I just turn around.
Well, my friend, I just met him.
Yeah, okay.
Marius, you've known him
You like
so
a drink?
mine.
Oh, right.
Oh wait, yeah, I met him in the mine.
Well, actually, no. Technically,
He's handy with a blade.
his character
That's
entered the
me.
mine with you, and then when everything started to fall, he was like, "Fuck this shit," and ran out. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, so I barely know him. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But there is a bottle of rum on the table. Cost me 2 silver. And so the last time I checked, dwarves like to drink. So I'm just going to raise the bottle of
Drink
rum,
Too
put
much.
it in front of him, and say, "Well, do you consider rum as being nice?"
Not the best thing, but it's drank well.
Then have a drink, my friend.
He starts to drink as well.
Okay. So, over the course of the next few drinks or so, if there's any role play you guys would like to take on, feel free. We're saying the night is passing on a bit quick because you guys are drinking.
I go into a very drunken and detailed rant about like how I got my bow, but
You pass out.
yeah, it's just like God gave me this.
Everyone else hears, and I conclude with, but he just falls in his own vomit. Unconscious, sleeping.
Yippee!
I'm not sure if there's a conflict in me right now. The good in me wants to help him, but my petty side says, "Nah, let him sleep in his vomit." What do you think, big man?
This is the usual thing from where I come from. And I'm just gonna reach down, grab him by his collar, and drag him out.
Okay. Alright, so me setting you guys up for roleplay just said, nah, okay. Yeah, no. Alright, let's continue with the downtime then. So, Zeus, what's your major and minor thing your character's doing for the second week?
Second week. All right, so the major thing is still the archery thing, right? So I get that bonus.
You can choose another one.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna go full in on the carving this time. It's like, all right, I already trained the bow. I think I'm the best. I can't. No one's better at me than shooting a bow. But people are better than me in carving. So I'm gonna make my major thing carving this time.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
All right. Watch this mastery. Second nat 20. 4.
So you go back out to the forest near your old statue. You're like, I can do better. And you start to pull the bark off of a piece of tree. It won't come off. You're like, all right. You pull out a small hand axe that you have and get ready to start chopping the tree. As you go to chop the tree, your hand axe immediately as it hits the tree rusts into dust. You're just like, huh. And you watch as the tree starts to stand up as these large arms break out of the side of it. Roll me initiative against the tree ant.
A tree ant.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I've never used a tree ant before. I have no idea how hard this fight is.
Oh, it's a hard fight.
Just let me say it like this: you should have prayed that Royale is there.
Oh yeah, no. It's a CR9.
Oh yeah, you're getting.
You gotta remember. I will say this before we continue. Your character watching as his axe rusted and saying, "Come on," would he had continued to try and cut the tree down. It seems the forest does not want to give you any more wood at the moment.
I will say, if you rust that hand axe, I would have one left, and I don't want to lose my other hand axe.
Okay. So, you begin to walk away, and you hear on the wind, "Good choice." You feel a shiver down your spine.
I walk a little faster.
And a little shit comes out your ass, but yeah. Anyways, so carving is not going to work for you now.
Right. Okay.
So that's
Well-
1 day spent figuring that out.
Gotcha.
Oh, by the way, the statue seems to be getting more and more detail, and it's becoming larger. Well, it seems to have grown another 3 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whoever is doing that likes my statue. That's nice.
I will also mention the normal oak wood like that was in it seems to have colored and stained itself as well. It almost looks like a normal person who's just like unable to move and just a normal elf unable to move and just covered in vines as things are slowly creeping up around him.
Huh. Terrifying. You know what?
I will say, make me an investigation or perception check if you would like to investigate the statue a bit.
Yeah, that'll be something I'll do. I'll investigate the statue. All right, roll a d20. Investigation. That's +2. I got 4.
It's a statue.
Damn. Well, not worth my time.
Nope. Let's see how long
All right.
it takes. Oh god. Okay, not that long. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
I guess I'm just gonna I'm gonna train my maneuvers and stuff.
Okay.
Think like Batman getting trained by the monks, just like practice 5th form kind of shit.
Okay. Practice that with no benefits.
Yeah, there's just flavor. I can't really get anything else.
And then your minor?
Oh right, minor.
You gotta do
Drinking.
I'm gonna rephrase that. You gotta perform a minor.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to gain some favor with people around here. I'm gonna try to talk my way into things.
Make me a persuasion check.
Alright. I'm the worst bard. Hey, a 16!
Talking around, you hear from some people mentioning the Lord of Obsidian Town came over recently and gave an ultimatum to the Lord of Shardward. You hear mentions of up north a ruin that seems to be causing a bit of, how should I say, fear amongst the people that travel near it, the traders or nomads that travel near it, and people don't want to be going that way that often. There's this strange atmosphere about it. Not mining town specifically, but it's more of a supply town heading north towards the mountain pass, the plateaued mountains. It's about 5 days journey to the closest abandoned town that Arya's already explored a little bit, and then it's about that's by foot, by the way, and it's about another week to the mountains. Just so you're aware, by foot.
Awesome.
So that one that I was talking about is at the base of the mountains, basically. You might want to get a cart or something faster if you want to get there within the week. But it's also a nice trip. You're also told it's very serene and that this person had taken the trip to that place when it was originally built. It was a very nice place.
Visit.
Anyways, your week comes to an end. Gesh, what's your character doing for the next week?
Major would be the same, just trying
The fuck are you saying?
like
Jeez.
This.
goblin.
I can't. You're cutting out way too much, man. You sound like popcorn. You sound like robotic popcorn. Gesh? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you now.
Okay, for the major thing, he would do the same thing, just healing anyone who needs healing.
Okay.
And for the minor, he would try to find a bit of paint for the statue that until it's dried off is easily washable, and then tries to paint the statue.
All right, make me an investigation check.
Hey.
Not good for a cleric, but still, we'll see.
Oh god. Of course. Of course, net 1 for 2.
You do find some paints at the general store run by what's his name again? Master Dufon, who his shop has been completely destroyed by vines and roots, but it seems to have a nice druidic kind of herbalist shop vibe to it now to an extent. He goes, I do have some paints for you. For a nice price of 2 gold, I can give you these greens and blues that you've been requesting.
Can you wash them off easily before they are dried off?
Yes.
I gotta insight that.
Okay, go on and roll insight check.
Yeah, my character doesn't really trust merchants all too much.
Okay.
21.
He's unsure.
What?
He's unsure, is what you get from his looks.
Okay, yeah, I will get this. I will get these paints.
So he's not sure, he is unsure, meaning he doesn't know.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Okay. So as you buy the paints, and eventually, so 2 gold for the paint. You buy the paints.
Yeah, he would
Go ahead.
first try to like test it on a normal rock
Okay.
before he tries it on a statue to be sure.
So you buy it and then test it on a normal rock.
Yeah, to see if it's washable.
Okay. You get a normal rock and you just take it and paint it, let it dry, and then you eventually.
he would have tried to see if it's easily washable before it's completely
So
dried.
here's the problem. You're asking if it can be washed off after dried.
Before dried.
Every paint can be washed off before dried.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was stupid.
It's wet. Wet paint can be washed
sorry.
off.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I remember. He would have just looked if it's got paint.
Okay, so I will say you try to wash it off after it's been dried, and the rock does not wash off. It seems the paint is semi-permanent without sudsy means.
Okay, yeah, it's good for a statue. Is it good? Does the paint have decent quality?
Honestly, it's very heavy paint, and it seems to have a smell to it, but you're fine with the smell because it's not too bad. But yeah, it is a nice paint for where you're at. Make me a general performance check if you want to try and paint this statue.
Performance, I gladly have.
Performance, or let's see, what else can I do for you? Performance, or because this is technically painting it now, or acrobatics. Sorry, sleight of hand. Performance or sleight of hand, your choice.
I suppose I can't. Okay, I don't have proficiency
Well, do you
with
have
painter
proficiency
supplies.
in either of them?
Performance.
Okay, then use performance. Otherwise, it's just a dexterity check.
Yeah, like my character doesn't have a good dexterity,
Okay.
but also not a good charisma.
12.
12.
Over the course of a few days, you do manage to get it painted a little good. You might need to sudsy it up and get an actual painter to do the job. But for now, this will work. You get the greens mixed with the blue to get this nice lime kind of seafoam coloration to some of the flame and some of the tree parts, and then you eventually get this lime green to completely cover the woman's body with the tree coming out, and it looks nice. roll with advantage here. Okay. You get the feeling you could use this as a holy symbol of sorts, or a holy statue to cast your spells through if your holy symbol disappears.
Well, I now have. Wait. Then I have 4 different holy symbols.
You have what?
I have the magic item that counts as a holy symbol. I have the one from Cleric, the one of Acolyte, and then now this one. I have 4 holy symbols.
Fuck, okay, yeah, so if you lose all the other 3, this can be used. Anyway,
Yeah.
so as you hold on to this statue, you look at it and it looks at you and you're like staring at it. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god. Oh, well, I'm very bad at this.
Please tell me you got a bad Constitution.
19. It's fairly bad for dwarf.
Let me see.
Only a 12.
Okay. Over the week, you start to notice as you've painted the statue, and like you hold it in your room with you, you've just been feeling a lot of heartburn, and you feel your blood, well, not your blood, but your heart is beating a bit faster the more contact you have with this statue.
Does it have any negative effect on me?
None that you know of.
Then I don't care.
Alright, so, Marius, final person. What are you doing for your second week?
Well, this is gonna be a stretch, but is it possible for me to put a blood groove into my sword?
I don't know what the fuck a blood groove is.
It's a little line that runs through the center of a blade that you can coat in poison, and it keeps poison from drying out.
Is that a 5e thing, or is that an actual thing?
That's an actual thing, so you can handweave that for sure.
Usually that's on knives, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm stretching it a little bit.
You can certainly try to have the blacksmith for amount of money try to do it. But
Okay, so
maybe he knows how, maybe he doesn't.
all right, do I need to roll it, or what am I doing here?
What are you deciding? Are you trying to do it yourself, or are you having the blacksmith do it?
My proficiencies definitely would be the blacksmith, but I'll be looking over his shoulder, going, "All right, this is how it's supposed to be done."
Well,
And
your character is
you
the
want to keep
blacksmith
the
in the
edges.
moment, just so you're aware, so you wouldn't know how it's supposed to be done.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and have the blacksmith do it.
Alright, and you want to try to give him advantage by spending that as your major during the whole time. Okay. Go I'll roll. So let's see. I'm going to give him, because he is blacksmithing at this point, a +3. It's an intelligence-based roll, because he's trying to figure out how to do it with your help. Okay. Let me open Goldrin's sheet.
How much?
Strength. I'm opening his sheet. Give me a second, as I just fucking said.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. The audio's not great here.
Okay, let's see.
I should probably switch to my headset. Give me a sec.
No shit, you should. That's 9 plus. Okay. Hello?
In here.
Alright, so, as you're trying to help him, You're telling him what to do, and like you go through, and you're like, no, this is supposed to be a bit deeper here on the groove. And after a few days of attempting to do this, you eventually get a little bit impatient and start to like try to move his hands while he's smithing, and the blade shatters. He goes, "You've got to be kidding me! Why would you do that?" I can give you a long sword, and you can get out of here, but I can't fucking procure you a great sword again. Take a long sword and get out, please. Just go. Go. I'll try to repair your blade by the time you're back. Don't break that one.
Now, let me be absolutely clear
It'll
here.
take me at least a week to fix this.
A week?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Jarian is going to be very, very careful at this point because he's about to rage.
Listen, I don't know what a fucking blood groove is,
week.
and I was happy with you coming in and helping me, but when you start to put your hands on my tools while I'm working, let's just say that's not fun for anybody. So, it will be a week. I will repair your blade for you, because I had to reforge it fully, yes. Sharpen it again, fix it up. It has a little bit of rust on it. I gotta clean the blade pieces. But I will fix it for you. For a week, you'll be using this longsword. I do not have any other great swords in my back. I don't have any Zweihanders or bastard swords. Take the longsword, come back in a week, your item will be fixed free of charge. No blood groove can be added to this thing. I don't know what a blood groove even fucking is.
Very well, but I believe a shield added on would be appropriate.
If you're paying.
Very well. Give me a shield.
Alright, let me go ahead and look up shield prices for 5e.
How much is a shield again?
It's a little bit of money. Oh, that's the spell, not...
It's like 5 gold, right?
I think so? Let me check, though.
I think your average shield's like 10 gold.
It's 10.
Yeah, it's.
Don't even ask about money. You have
that's
like
not a
300
problem.
gold, man.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping really good track of
Yeah.
If you check your DMs, I'm editing my character sheet constantly.
That's fine. So, yeah, he didn't roll high enough. He rolled a 9. I think the DC I'd set was 10 specifically, which sucks. But, your blade is
Oh,
broken
God.
for a week, and he will have it repaired by the end of the week. And he will have... He has a shield with
Well,
him.
at
I
least-
have a shield that I can just give to you now if you pay for it.
Yeah, no, I'll take the shield. I'll take
Remember,
it.
I only
Fine,
work
so
with
I'm down
iron,
to...
so it might break sooner than a steel shield would, and he hands it to you. It's this nice kite shield that has a design of a golden string that goes around and curls around itself, and you can see a dragon's face within it.
Oh, that's
Gold
pretty
strand
nice.
stand.
I'll take that.
So,
Okay, I will take that. So I'm down to 245 gold and 8 silver. Fair enough.
well then,
Does it have a more than a +2?
the long sword? It's just a
The
standard long sword.
the sh
The shield
no,
only
the-
gives
the
you a
shield.
+2 AC. That's how all shields do.
Yeah, I was hoping. Anyway, very well. But my sword better be pristine.
Oh, it
Well,
will
then I
be.
did.
I'm a gold strand, buddy. Anyways, get going. I need to focus on your sword. Fucking blood grooves.
I will take the longsword, the shield, and I will give him a look that says, "You better freaking get to work," and walk out.
Alright. So, as your group finishes their downtime activities. Oh, look at that. Shadowy just joined. Shadowy,
Hello.
how you doing, man?
That's alright.
Well, actually, Marius, we haven't finished yet. What was your very little thing you wanted to do during the downtime?
Just keep looking for poisons. I'm still trying to get as much poison skills as possible. I think I got 4 so far.
Yeah, I'll say using a little bit of time. There seems to be
But
a
I'm
very
looking for something a little more
continue. Marius, hello.
Oh.
Yep.
What are you looking for?
Well, again, I'm going into the real world and not D&D. But there are certain mushrooms that, if you distill them, they create a ingested poison that kills you after 3 weeks, and there is no cure in the real world.
If you would like to make a survival check for the remaining days you have, you can attempt to find something similar.
Yeah. Survival, I have expertise.
Gesh, what was that flower you got? The 5
Oh, yeah.
petals? Was it the blue or
The
purple
one-
one that you got?
The one that I got was the blue one. The purple one was the bad one. The
What was its name?
spiked purple leaf.
Okay.
And after that, I just wrote avoid.
Okay. So roll me a survival check, Marius. Okay. So
23.
looking around, you do find a few mushrooms. None of them seem to be bad in town or around it. You go to the southern forest, and eventually do find this small 5-leafed plant that seems to have purple, almost like blades on its. How did I describe it again, Gash? I can't remember. It was a green plant with a purple, blue-like design for you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You find a green plant with like about 3 leaves on it, and going through it, it has this beautiful purple spiky kind of design on the leaf itself. And looking at it, you get the feeling, looking around, how there's no natural wildlife kind of, like no natural bugs or insects that seem to be around this plant, that it is probably pretty poisonous. And you get the feeling you need to take
But I
care when trying to make this into a poison. So it's going to take you quite a while to get the materials to make this into a poison, probably. But when you do, it's going to make a good poison.
All right, is there? Let me check my loadout here. I don't actually have a poisoner's kit, but is it possible for me to purchase one?
Wait, I thought you said you had a poisoner's kit when we were talking. Oh, wait, no, you had proficiency in it.
Yeah, I don't actually
Okay,
have one.
I thought you had one. So from now on, you're not going to be able to add your survival bonus to making poisons unless you have a poisoner's kit. Because you know how to use a poisoner's kit, you just don't have one is the problem. So you're basically motoring pestilence shit.
Alright, is it possible for me to pick one up? I mean, making one isn't that hard.
You can make a survival check to pick up one of these things. Oh wait, you mean a poisoner's kit. Poisoner's kit isn't really for sale anywhere, but you could try to buy the materials for it. Go ahead and just make me an investigation check. I'll say you would have done this in town sometime during the 2 weeks. Investigation check to see if...
Yeah, no, I definitely would have picked up. Investigation. No, that is my investigation. +2. Yeah, it's just a +2. Come on, where the hell are you? Yeah, no, sorry guys. I just hooked up my my laptop to my TV and it's using a new keyboard and shit, so yeah,
You're
that's
able
shit.
to find a few vials and a few acids, but not enough to make a poisoner's kit. I'll allow you, whenever you do make a roll for this one, to try and add a +1 to it specifically, to your roll. But I gotta say, it's good. I will say, in your mind, in whatever your character's name is, Jarian's mind, looking at how poisonous this is, you are not scared, but hesitant to attempt to do it until you have some kind of neutralizing base that's stronger than water.
I can understand that. All right. I will keep that very carefully tucked away.
Make me a nature
And,
check to see if you can pick it right. Just to see how well you pick it.
Nature check.
Yes.
Jesus, man.
Oh, Gesh! Did your character tell them about the plant you have?
Yes, you would have. You would have specifically find someone to care for that.
Okay. I'll say Arya cares for it in her power.
Aria, the one that is also
It-
not good looking.
Oh. 2 plus another 4. Okay, so I got a +6 on nature.
Mhm.
Let's see what that does.
Sorry, Shadow, we'll get to you in a minute here.
That's fine.
Do I get an advantage on this simply because I know what the fuck I'm messing with?
I will say yeah, because you know you're messing with something dangerous, and if you still roll low, I'll give you some more information. 25. Okay, that was the
25.
DC you needed for a certain thing. So, as you're starting to pick it out, you start to notice the roots themselves almost move, almost as if they're a parasite, but they're not. They're part of the plants, and as you start to pick it out, you actually pull out its roots, and they seem to almost not squirm, but they move ever so gently. Maybe like every minute you could tell that it's moved. And you're like, this is a weird plant. This is... People say plants are alive. This is an actual living, though non-movable plant. Like, it can move its roots, but it can't move itself. So, as you're looking at it, this is definitely natural here, yes, probably. But looking at it, it's probably not originally a natural plant, and probably something that's more akin to a cursed or magical kind of... Something cursed or magical has affected this plant and caused it to become what it is now. And as you're looking at it, probably not this plant specifically, but
Would I
probably
know
one of its predecessors.
what
Sorry, go ahead.
Would I know what a mandrake is?
This is not a mandrake specifically. This is not something that's like alive, like it can speak, like "Hey, I'm a mandrake," or things like that. You do know what a mandrake is. It's probably once a medicinal plant, maybe long ago in its I hate to say bloodline of plants, but bloodline. You get the feeling this is generational. This curse or magical effect happened generations ago in this plant's kind of genealogy. This plant was not the source of it. It's just one of its offshoots. As you're looking at it, like, I'll say you put your gloves on, but like, even with your gloves on, you still feel hesitant to touch it, but you're able to pick it up and pull out its roots. So you could plant it again and use it as long as you could properly care for it. And you're not sure what it requires. Because it's in a very dark forest.
Well, when Rael is there again, he can ask Rael.
Yeah, but Rael's not there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, sadly.
As you look at it, you get the feeling this thing is...
He left.
What the fuck, bro? What is he doing? Marius? Hello, Marius?
Is this shit not working?
Jesus Christ, man.
I could feel the angry typing.
Hello, Marius?
That's 1, 2, 3. Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, no, sorry, my headset cut out, so I'm back on my phone.
So, how much of what I said did you hear?
It was something that is a quasi mandrake. It was not
No, it's not
native
a
to the
mandrake at
island.
all. It's not a mandrake at all.
All right,
It is
so
a
it was
plant
probably
whose...
not native.
It is a plant who, I hate to say bloodline as I said, but previous predecessors of this plant, one of its previous predecessors was hit with cursed or heavy magic that has changed it to a very deadly plant.
Okay,
And
I'm
I will
going to
say,
be
you
extremely
pulled it, when you're holding it, even with your gloves on, you feel like you really don't want to hold this thing without your gloves on specifically. And as you're holding it, you get the feeling you could replant this and use it as a sustainable plant to continue to get leaves from it. You're not sure how to take care of it though, because it's in this dark, deadly forest.
I'm gonna wait till I get my a poisoner's kit of some kind put together, but in the meantime, I'm gonna find it a nice, quiet little corner. You know, get it some fresh spring water. Be nice to it. Talk to it.
Okay.
Maybe pick up a little bat guano, sprinkle that around.
Okay.
Just be nice to it.
So you're gonna bring it back to the village.
I am, but I'm going to find a very, very secluded corner
So, mind you,
where
the
the
village
kids
you're
aren't.
in, once again, is completely... So, it has been completely overtaken by a forest of its own. Like, buildings have recently had trees sprout from them, roots and vines have broken through buildings because of shit that happened with the other party. So, at the moment, there is very little space in this town that has no plant life near it.
All right. So let's think about this a little more carefully.
And I will
Is there a
say,
building?
the dark forest to the south is dark. It has brown trees. It has a green and brown undertone to it. It's very dangerous. This forest seems to be more serene. There seems to be like bluish lighting in it. There's fey lights dancing around. There's normal animals every so often that walk up. There's a lot of trees and lights, and it is meant to be like almost a moonlit grotto kind of look to it. So it's very different than the Dark Forest, like maybe a few hundred feet to its south.
See, now I'm conflicted because I'm not sure where this is going to grow better. I would likely try to find a quiet little spot, and using both my nature and survival skills, I would create a little fence out of rattan or branches
Mhm.
and create a little garden.
So you find a little place and you start to create a garden. You can easily create one. Roll me a nature check. Roll me a nature check as you create this garden. This is specifically to see if you can recreate some sort of environment similar to the Dark Forest for this thing. I will mention one thing. The Dark Forest itself, very humid. Very, very humid compared to this forest. Like, you walk in and it almost feels like you're walking into mist. Like, you're like, fuck, and you like wipe yourself off and you're almost sweating immediately. It's not good.
Again, because of my proficiencies with both nature and survival, would I have advantage on this?
I will give you advantage, yes. You still need a pretty fucking high roll, mind you. So, who just left? Why did Viber
bot.
leave? What the fuck happened to Viber?
Cyber just fucking does what it does. Can't control it.
I'm trying to rejoin on my headset.
Of course, it fucking crashed, that's why. Well, we're not gonna have any shit here. So you rolled a what? 22. Okay. Marius? Anybody? Anybody there?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay, because I was afraid my Discord crashed again. The fucker's taking time to do downtime and just keeps leaving. Hello, Marius, you back?
Yes, I'm back.
So,
It would appear my head has given up the ghost.
so as you're attempting to create this sustainable, almost dome of small sticks and netting made of natural fibers, once you finish the dome, you're like, okay, and you like pull open a small hatch you made and you enter in. And it is quite dark in here, but there seems to be almost this, not dim, but like this ambient light, this bluish tone to everything. It seems that the air in here is very, not dry, but not humid as well. It seems to almost be wet, but not in a Florida sense, but more of a kind of rivered plain sense. It's almost like sprays, like when you spray something, like when you spray a terrarium. Basically, it's more that than like humid mist. And as you look in, you can see the plant probably won't survive in this condition for more than a year at most, and that's if you keep it in pristine condition.
I would assume that having a small hatch to release excess moisture every couple of days would help.
Here's the problem: you're not an
If
engineer.
I could use man.
You're a barbarian. You're not really an engineer, so you would need some help to create something like that. Yes, but you could do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to go find a wizard to or an art. Oh, there's no artificers.
Yeah, and once again,
But basically,
wizards and
I
stuff like
recognize the problem.
Yeah, you recognize that humidity is the actual plant itself seems to thrive off of the dark forest to the south's humidity and darkness specifically. You get the feeling that it will not thrive in these conditions unless there is a specific terrarium built for it or something like that. It has to be very dark and it has to be very humid. At the moment, it's just like sprays of water basically in here.
Okay, I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Yep.
No, it's like when you're trying to put a plant that requires like a mushroom when you're trying to grow it in your house, but you have UV lights as well. It's kind of like that. This plant doesn't require any light to grow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go find someone who apparently knows more about survival in nature than I do.
You know, one person, a druid, that kind of has a lot of burn marks.
That I do. I think that that's exactly what I would do. And on the way, I'm going to try and salvage or forage for some things to help with the burns.
Okay, so as you're going through, you do find some things that could help with burns. Eventually, you make it to the small tent city. Once again, actually, no, because technically you'd be in the actual place that you're at. No, so Gesh would not be in the tent city. They would have moved him back because of his heavy wounds. As you go towards a place in Shardward, you eventually get to a small hut that is belonging to someone named Jerrock or something like that, who seems to have become the hospitable person of the village of Shardward. As you knock on the door, we'll get back to you and what happens there. Shadowy.
Okay.
Hello.
Your first week of downtime, what is one major, so something that costs like hours a day or like most of the day for like the week, and something that is minor, so like maybe takes a few minutes or maybe an hour at most every day or maybe one day that you want to do for the first week. So like something like training archery and trying to get a bonus to your attacks and hits would be, or trying to train a feat would be a major thing you're trying to do, basically.
Oh, that's major thing.
Yeah.
I think it would be. I think I'm gonna put it
Versus
this
something
way.
like making a small wicker basket, which takes like a little bit of time.
Ragnos is gonna be spending the first bit of his time asking around Shardward in the tent city about what that people know about that weird goddess, and he's also gonna be trying to figure out how the hell this new ability he got works.
All right, roll me. This is interesting. Roll me an investigation check.
All right. Right.
I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage because you are known to these people. You're not a stranger specifically.
Yay, they like me. Well, not like me,
No.
but I'm not a complete. I'm not a complete outsider.
So it takes you most of the week with your major thing to hear rumors about a cleric that came to town maybe 3 years ago. They're unsure of his name because he doesn't really talk to people much. He just tries to heal and do compute. Anytime a tragedy happens, he comes out of his little hovel he has in the dark forest, which is very strange for anybody to live there. But it seems the forest doesn't seem to attack him, which is weird in any way. And he seems to be in Shardward at the moment, seemingly after healing people. So at the end of the week, you'd speak to him. But in the first week, is there anything you would like to do for your minor items before?
Well, alright, considering I need to eat, I decide to be a little street performer with my little flute.
Okay, not really many streets because the village is completely overgrown, remember? But go ahead and make me
Well, a plant performer.
Yeah,
a vine performer.
Make me a performance check. And I'll give you advantage here because you are in a forest and you're using a flute. So it's or something similar to that, and you're using the natural sounds of the forest to help you. Anyways, let me go back to the music and see if the application responds now.
Yeah, so I'm using the performance skill itself and not proficiency in my. Well, in the flute's helping giving me advantage on this. Alright. Yeah, so that. That's a 24.
Okay. 24. Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to get this shit back up and working because it said it was in our channel already when it wasn't. Did the other? Is somebody else playing a game today? No, I don't think so. Right?
Nah.
Okay, because I thought that might be it, but yeah, no. Anyway, so go ahead and give us a just flavor. What is how you are playing your flute, please? Just flavor for us like the scene of you playing your flute, because you rolled pretty good, mind you.
Well, I guess considering the scenery, I decided to fly up to some of the overgrown vines, sit on some of the branches, and play a soothing little tune as people are going about their day. Something to soothe their spirit.
Give me a second here. Why the fuck isn't this shit working, bro? It says it's in our voice channel. Let me go to a different voice channel and try to... Alright. /play. If we play the song here, does this work? It's not in that channel. What the hell? Bro, I don't know what's going on. It says it's... I'm gonna open this... This is fucking retarded, bro. Oh, it looks like I went to the support server and it's happening for other people. Anyway, so we're just going to play without music for a bit here. Unless one of these works. Let's see, does Hydra work or something? And Taro doesn't work. I know that for a fact. Let's see this place. Nope, no fucking music spot decides to work, huh? Okay. It's weird. Let's take about a 5-minute break here really quickly. We'll be back, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Alright, we'll be back.